Name a time and place, face to face. I have the honor to be your obedient servant. Burr. And then Hamilton goes off. I haven't seen the Hamilton part because I don't support Hamilton after I finished Hamilton for the first time.
This is gonna be us like marking it for the sound.
Dude, I recorded that.
I was gonna say, you know what's the best part about Angel getting into Hamilton? He likes Hamilton only for the character Aaron Burr. He's like, yo,
He's the best character. He's the best character. After I finished Hamilton for the first time, I immediately preyed on his downfall from the moment he endorsed Thomas Jefferson. I said I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna listen to it all over again and be like, Hamilton, I hope you fuck some penny bitch. He did.
So, what was the moment in Hamilton that made you really get into it?
I had to turn it off. You know, the first time that Burr disrespected Hamilton. Hamilton gave Burr an open opportunity when they had become lawyers, and he was like, Burr, help me support the new U.S. Constitution. That the friendship could have began there. And
Right.
Burr was like, you stupid? You haven't been listening to what I've been saying this whole time?
Right, and you relate to that. You
And,
you kind of feel like you're that guy that like warns people, and then people will be like, "Oh my God, it's happening! Do you see what's happening?"
I completely forgot. So we're doing this.
It's happening. All right. That's not that funny. We're being gay. That's not that funny. All right, we're doing this. The podcast has begun.
We're officially at Love Camp.
So what are we naming it?
Dude, honestly,
Love Camp?
I think we could do Love Camp.
Go
You
on.
know, I think we could start off with Love Camp.
An intermittent name. Just a
I feel like we
placeholder
could.
for now.
I feel like there's no problem with us changing the name multiple times. You know,
I don't think there's a problem with
We
that
like-
either.
every episode we just change the name, and then one day an episode name will stick. Today's
Okay.
episode name is Love Camp.
I feel like we should tell them, the two people
Oh.
listening, that our original name that we had intended to start with was Pussies of Curiosity.
It was. It's a great name.
It's a good name.
It's got backstory. It's got an origin story, but unfortunately, I'm a little scared about. I just don't like saying the word pussies. I'm a little bit.
Yeah. So we think that this is. I don't think this is good. I think we should switch it up a little bit. I don't mean to interrupt it, but this sucks.
Okay. Okay. It's going a little slow.
I had things that I've been wanting to talk about. So,
Okay.
All right. So we're going to Texas soon.
We are. We've been working like motherfuckers leading up to this.
Do you feel like you have taken care of like the Miami side of things before leaving?
Well, I mean, like, I think so. I mean, I talk to my family.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they know. Everybody in my family knows that I plan on going to Texas. They support it.
Coworkers know.
My coworkers know. That was a huge fiasco.
Right.
But they eventually, I did break the news. And yeah, like, connections wise, I think I've got it down.
Do you think you're like at the point where it's like, you know, you'll be able to go and like look back and be like, yeah, I did everything I needed to do? Because
I don't think.
I don't think I'm. I don't think I'm like done. You know, like being like, yo, I'm leaving soon to people. You know what I mean? Feel like I owe them.
Like
a
you're
little
still
bit more.
excited, like telling them, like you wanna keep.
Not even. If anything, I'm like a little more like it's like I have to bring this up. Like it feels like a. It feels like a what's it called? What? Oh. It feels like it's like a requirement. Like it's something I have to like get out of the way with people. Like if I'm not getting, like if I don't do that, like if I like, let's say I reconnect with someone that I know I'm probably not gonna see them again, maybe till I go to Texas. Maybe I'm not gonna see them again from here to then. You know what I mean? I know that it's like, it's the correct thing to do to be like when they go, oh, what's going on and stuff. Like, oh, I'm about to leave and shit. And sometimes it's like kind of, you know, like iffy. Like I don't want to talk about it too much. But,
Yeah, I feel that.
But it kind of feels like I have to. Like I'm like it's my responsibility as a like friend and family member.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
because you would want somebody to tell you they were leaving.
Yeah, you would
know?
want like the proper like ability to prepare to say goodbye to them and shit.
Yeah, or even just to at least be let known the news. You know, like if somebody imagine like somebody you knew just even at work just switched jobs one day, and then you asked like your coworkers what happened and they knew, you'd be like, ah, damn. You know, why didn't he tell me? I guess that's more of a thing about if you told some people and other people. But it's just hard to talk about it, you know? Like, I don't like talking about it whenever it's brought up to me at work. It's like, because to me, I kind of feel like, I don't know why, I feel like maybe it's just the job where I work at, but it kind of feels like you're turning your back on people.
Does it kind of feel like you know, because of
That you're moving.
because of the workplace? Not my bad to cut you off. Because of the workplace that you're at, like the environment that it is, like does it kind of feel like telling people your idea and your plans, like it's kind of like telling them like you're gonna do something better than this?
That's exactly how they treat it. Like,
Yeah,
they
that's how they react.
it's like they it's like as soon as you tell them like, hey, I don't plan on being here forever, you know, they're like whoa, we
Well, hold on.
we gave you a name tag, we put you've been wearing this for the last 6 months, what happened? Like, it's like, no, I enjoyed it.
The uniform looks good on you.
Yeah. You've been working real hard for us. I mean, you don't want to work
What's your
hard?
name?
You don't want to work hard anymore?
Yeah.
I want to work hard somewhere else, possibly. And then, you know, but at that point, I mean, like, realistically, you can, like, you get, you know, your coworkers.
And I
Don't
look,
take it that
I wouldn't
serious.
imagine you to bring anything up like this because of how reserved you are. But if we're talking about like, you know, our plans to move into Texas and stuff, if you bring up something with entertainment, with how the climate is now, people are gonna look at you like you're gonna involve yourself in some P Diddy stuff. They're gonna be like, oh.
Unfortunately, I have a little bit of, and I got a little bit of a feminine body to me, so that I feel like they really do fear that it can happen. Hey, man, you're gonna struggle, and your twink body will get you somewhere. Oh God.
Alvaro hit one of those. He hit it.
Oh,
He hit it right now. We couldn't hear it, but he hit one of them. Okay, so I think that's a good thing to veer off into the P. Diddy stuff. So we were talking about it earlier. We mentioned the Kevin Hart interview where he was like, you know, cracking all the jokes, not wanting to be next to the bed and stuff.
Yeah. I didn't know how ahead of this time. This is before Kevin.
How much of a savant Kevin Hart truly is to the gay music industry conspiracy.
the gay hip hop industry.
The gay black conspiracy.
Because you said it was before he was popular, so this guy was on stage already being like, you know.
Well, it was before it was popular because Kevin Hart's like international now, but like he was in a room with like P. Diddy and like rappers and stuff, so
Because he was friends
he was
with a lot
pretty
of them.
popular. Yeah, he's from Philly. And Meek Mill in that one song said, I hope Philly forgives me all of them things I did with Diddy.
Kevin Hart didn't forgive him. I don't think Kevin Hart forgave him.
Oh man, can you imagine getting? Okay, so
Meek Mill and Kevin Hart in a room.
no. So you're, let's say we're.
Meek Mill is rapping at Kevin Hart.
No, I'm gonna put us in a. I'm gonna put you in a P Diddy scenario.
Oh no.
No disrespect to all the parties involved, but let's say you're at the mothership, right? At the mothership in Austin, and
Okay. At home.
at home,
At home. Okay.
at what will be our home. No disrespect, and you know, you get hit with a look from Joe Rogan as he like passes from behind you and like smacks your ass, and he goes like, "Oh, you want to get on 5 tonight, right? You want to do 5?" And he like gives you a look that's like
Like follow him. Like keep up with it.
no look that's like you know you can't say no.
He just called me. He slapped my ass already. Like that's it. He
like-
sealed the deal.
This is
He's already felt my
50s
ass.
Yes, 50-something-year-old jacked Joe Rogan slapping your ass. And he's like a couple beers in. He's like, he's vibing.
I'd have to get on. How could I say no? He's 2 beers in. He's being generous. He's only slapped my ass.
Right.
I'll take my chances.
Maybe
right
that's
there.
not the best example because that could be like a sportsman type of shit, right?
I assume he clenched
go
my
at him.
ass a little bit when he grabbed it just now. When you said that.
Okay, I think that changes it up a little bit.
Oh, I thought that's what you were.
Why are you writing it so
I
low?
thought
What does it say?
um.
Can you read it?
Oh.
Switch it up. Thank you.
Um.
Switching it up now.
I don't want to switch it up. This
Switching
guy
it
switching talking about switching it up. This guy upgraded from like he didn't go to a Switch. He was gonna get a Switch, but
Right, so-
you like mega updated to the Steam. You didn't want the the Steam ship. You got the entire. You didn't want the
I got a
Steam
Steam
floor.
Deck.
You want.
I got a Steam Deck.
You got a Steam Deck.
We're responsible young men that are preparing to make the biggest move of our lives, and in preparation, we've all
of technology.
purchased things.
We absolutely did.
We've all prepared. And one of those preparations for me was going to be a Nintendo Switch, but it's a Steam Deck now, and I'm very happy. That's what I went with.
A very welcome upgrade. That's a very
Mhm.
welcome upgrade. I mean I support not giving Nintendo money any day of the week.
I created a file in the Mozilla Firefox in the browser in the Steam Deck for the emulations to download them. I created a file that I called it GameStop. He's laughing really hard because I already told him the story. This is a podcast.
I had
We're gonna have
kinda
to do
forgotten.
this sometimes.
I had kind of forgotten actually.
So what's really cool is that I created a file in the browser in the bookmarks that I titled it GameStop, and it's where I add all the games.
It's where he stops for games.
Arrival.
Welcome.
Bienvenido.
Por favor. The studio grows. No, pero puedes sentarte aquí si quieres, no te vas a ver. Estamos cómodos acá. Let me take advantage and sip some water. We're doing so you switched it up with the Steam Deck? We have like 2 cuts so far. 2 cuts? Oh.
Oh, so I shouldn't keep talking right now?
No, yeah.
It's just
You're doing.
um
You're carrying this right now.
I don't know what
1,000%.
No, it's not
That's
true.
exactly what I expected, dude. I'm gonna start making gay comparisons to Matt and Shane, but you know, I definitely expected you to carry the energy in this.
Matt and Shane are. Is Shane the gayer one of Matt and Shane? Matt ripped a guitar. That could be a little homosexual.
I think. Oh, that's the thing, right? Shane is the ultimate. Like he'll find the way to make anyone feel gay, but maybe that is the gayest ability. You know what I mean?
To make other people feel gay.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay, so back to the Steam Deck.
Dude, is that you have an incredible file for emulation in your Mozilla Firefox
right.
bookmarks.
Yeah. So on the Steam Deck.
You're like, man, I feel like playing games up. Oh, GameStop, of course, classic,
Fucking,
nostalgia.
Yeah.
I love that. I love. I love it.
I don't know if we expressed it properly. If they understand really what it is.
Absolutely.
You think they get it? You understand what it is that I described?
The camera can't think, but the camera absolutely understood.
Yeah, all right.
Our two. They understood.
Do you have anything that you've been wanting to bring up?
Well,
Like, is there anything that's
your recent love for emulation has absolutely captivated my sense of nostalgia. You know what?
okay?
I think I mean, I don't know what I find funny about it, but it's just funny the way you just dove headfirst into,
I want to be a full gamer. I want to
dude,
be
I forgot
considered
what
a
was,
real gamer.
there was a game that you had told me that you got that fucking cracked me up. Dude, Cars.
Well,
you
of course,
you
dude.
got the OG Cars first thing that you did. I don't know if you guys have the audience, 2 audience members, 3 audience members have ever played Cars.
Of course, they've played Cars.
Did you
What
play
do
Cars on the
what do
Xbox?
Yes, you guys have never. You guys never played the Cars movie tie-in game.
¿Tú sabes la película Cars?
Hay un juego que hicieron para Nintendo que fijaron la película, que es como un mundo abierto que puedes manejar. Es un juego increíble. Y todo eso. Bueno, para niños. Pero sí, pero es un juego. Yo lo juego en el teléfono, pero no niño. Yo lo instalé, yo te lo voy a enseñar ahorita. Es muy bueno.
That Steam Deck is crazy. It's
I think that's
it's
evolved video gaming.
the Steam Deck.
Yeah, I mean, especially for you.
Me too.
100%. Like, it's evolved your video gaming.
I kind of think the same thing. 'Cause
He doesn't play. You don't play on the PS5 anymore. PlayStation out the window for you. You've
well,
completely switched sides.
Yeah, but that's just because I'm experiencing the same thing that Alvaro did when he got the wheel, where it's like that's all he kind of like is interested in doing right now. What happened?
That's
Alvaro?
different.
We're good.
Move in.
I'm not
Move
in
in.
frame.
This guy's over here sitting on leisure and royally. I don't see any purple on you.
I didn't
Huh?
want to.
Julius Caesar wouldn't approve of your leaning the way you are. It's not a throne, it's a chair.
Look
Did
at
you
the
hear
way
about
you're
that?
sitting. Look at the way
I'm
you're
sitting like the president. Obama would sit like
I didn't
this.
notice you had your legs crossed. That's pretty good.
You remember Obama? The
Obama?
guy who blamed Obama because he couldn't dip his cookie in his milk?
I remember Barry and Big Mike.
That's the same guy.
Barry and Big Mike.
What's Big Mike?
What do you mean? What's Big Mike? That's disrespectful. Who is Big Mike?
Who is Big Mike?
Big Mike is a man that portrays a woman, and was married to a former U.S. president.
Isn't that one of the
Just gonna say, is that one of the Kardashians? Yeah, the one that Lamar Odom married.
I don't know that one either.
Did you ever watch the Tristan Thompson sex tape?
That name sounds familiar. Tristan Thompson. Tristan Thompson?
Tristan Thompson.
Who is that?
He's the one that
No,
when they
never.
filed for child support for him.
Can I, babe?
Bobby. Okay. Wow. The production team is feeding the week. Alright, so check me out. Tristan Thompson. Well, we should take that first. And then we'll continue talking.
I was telling my friend earlier. Augusto. Greatest member. Our president. What it's like about parasitic relationships.
Mhm.
You know? And I feel like my parasitic relationship is passing around everybody else's weed to somebody else within our group. You know? Don't give me your weed, I'll give it to Augusto. This is all going to be cut. I'm pretty sure. No? I'm just incriminating myself?
So check me out. I'm gonna get back to the Tristan Thompson thing. You want to know who Tristan Thompson is?
Yeah. That's
Tris-
right.
Tristan Thompson is the NBA player that when they filed.
You said it was
for-
a sex tape?
Well, yeah, there was a sex tape that came out of him like cheating on his wife. That was like a whole thing.
But who is he? Right, who is he?
But
though?
when they filed for child support with him, he decided to retire. And officially, since he retired, he wasn't making like
Any money?
He wasn't making anything. So the child support came out to be like nothing, even though he was loaded. Benny,
He sneaked his way out of it. The NFL absolutely supported him in that. He had some ties in the NFL. They were like, "We'll fire you effective today, so that you don't gotta pay any child support." Fuck that kid, said the NFL. They said, "Hell yeah, fuck that kid. Come here, fuck that kid."
fuck that kid. Basketball.
I said football, right? By accident. I don't know why I always assume football. Maybe it's the better sport.
Is Benny peeing? Okay.
You did put him in striped clothing. I feel like that is the most. That's like a prison uniform. If you would commit a crime,
wow,
it's
it
in
does
stripes.
kind of look like a prison
It's
uniform.
anti-Semitic.
It's anti. I feel like it's pro-Semitic, you know, because maybe he's wearing it like, you know, in solidarity.
Shout
Am I
out
going to hell for
Palestine.
that? Shout out. Are they Jewish?
I
No,
don't know.
they're Palestinians. It's like a place. It's like a state. You know, it's not. They're like, it's like a people. They don't have land anymore, but they used to have land, so they're Palestinians still.
We definitely should stay away
So
from
Tristan
this type
Tate.
of stuff. Tristan Tate. Tristan Tate, baby.
So
Tristan Tate is Andrew Tate's dear brother.
and I don't think he's as insane as Andrew, is he?
I would say he's definitely more insane than Andrew.
Is he more insane?
He seems like him to me. Andrew doesn't seem that insane to me. Like Andrew
I
definitely
think
just seems
it
like
is a character.
Yeah,
I think it
it's
is a character.
obviously.
I didn't realize, you know, it really sounded real for a while, but I mean, not like I was watching them
Well, that's the thing. I feel like
truly. Like I wasn't watching his videos. I was watching YouTube shorts, generally making
Right.
fun of him,
I mean,
or
I
those
think most
Sigma
people
male
were.
edits.
Well, those edits were cool as fuck.
They really were. They really were for a while.
There's no way you're a red-blooded male that.
You
They
think
didn't
Tristan
fuck with those
Thomas listened to, like, was watching Sigma male edits when
Yeah.
he was divorced, when he was making that deal with the NFL?
Yeah, I think Tristan.
He was like
Thomas-
Tristan Tate would approve of this, and the NBA was like, yeah, I keep saying the NFL. Don't laugh at me. I think we're doing pretty good with like
We're doing all right.
we're being pretty smooth, and I don't think we're overthinking it too much.
Yeah, I don't think we're
I
being
think
that
we're
bad.
having pretty smooth conversation, except the topics.
Topics are. We're having ass topics right
We're
now.
having ass topics.
Topics are not good.
You eat pears?
What-
Do you
that's-
eat pears?
Those aren't even pears. That's
You don't even
just
know
a
what you're talking
pear
about.
sculpture.
Yeah, well, but it's a pear sculpture. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
but
now you have to ask yourself, because you point out the fact that it's a sculpture that was made in appreciation of pears. Who
Yeah.
appreciates pears that much? You?
Fair. You fail to consider that we don't really like buy things like decorations and stuff like that. They just kind of like show up. So that was just that just kind of showed up one day. We were
No.
just kind of like here in the living room one day, and we were like, "Did anyone see that pear? Who put that there?" And no one knew who put it there.
I feel like that absolutely seems like an object that you would be at your dinner table the night before, and then go to sleep, wake up in the morning, and it's there, and you're like, I mean, it matches the furniture.
It does match the furniture nicely. We should
Not
stop
gonna-
talking about it since it's not in the in frame.
Oh, you're right. But my question was gonna be: do you even like pears? Have you ever seen?
All right.
You've seen
Rick
somebody?
Ross likes
have-
pears.
I've never seen him eating. Okay, that's true.
Rick Ross lost a lot of weight because of pears. He actually shouted them out once.
He shouted out. I remember that. But you ever seen somebody eating a pear?
Nah, I've never seen
Be
it
for real.
myself.
You ever seen a
I've eaten pears.
pear in a fruit bowl?
I've eaten pears, but I've never like.
How did you
seen
attain
someone-
that pear?
How did I like?
How did you
How
get
did-
it? How did it end up in your
from-
hands?
From the fridge, but I don't know how I got there. I don't know how I got there.
It
That's-
doesn't even grow on trees. Pears just appear.
No, pears grow on trees, but I don't know where they are.
You buy oranges at the store.
Mm-hmm.
You buy apples at the store.
Mm-hmm.
Never seen a pear at a store. Pears just appear.
No, pears. They're not at the store. They're from trees directly.
Maybe that's why they're worshipped.
You know that we grow a lot of oranges here in Florida. We're like, I think 75% of the world's orange supply or some shit like that.
Do you think
Or at
that
least we used to be when we were in elementary school, and that's what the textbooks used to say.
Well, you remember Got Milk?
Got Milk was big, bro.
You
Do
think
you
we
drink
were-
milk?
Lactate
Hell yeah, dude.
every day.
Dude, I'm so glad that I'm back on milk since I like discovered I was lactose intolerant. I basically didn't.
I don't
drink
suffer
milk
from
for-
that problem.
I know you don't suffer from that problem, but you
I
have
have
to
to.
suffer.
I want to
me.
flex. I want to flex that.
You've had to suffer me suffering through that problem in your vicinity.
That's true, and I appreciated the experience.
I once shit myself right outside of his car.
And it was almost my fault because I didn't believe him. He almost shit inside my car, but he saved the day with that.
Shit in a bush in a very nice neighborhood. They got scared.
It was iconic.
TikTok shutting down.
TikTok shutting down. All right.
I don't support China.
Yeah, I think China is our biggest concern, honestly, as a country. Like external concern, I would say it's them.
Apparently, their economy is
Well, it's not gonna shut down. It's just gonna be banned.
it's just banned in the U.S.
Right. I think the reason that's good is because the way that the like youth has developed their whole like.
We're not making many jokes.
I know
We're not being that funny, are we? No,
we're not being that funny,
we're not being that funny.
but you know why?
That is what I'm.
You know why I feel like I'm not being funny is because like I'm funny when I'm just having a conversation and think of shit. Trying to come up with shit to say right now.
Because we're not talking with each other, man.
We're not.
We're not. We're like interviewing each other on our own ideas.
What are we
about
yeah, what are we
topics.
doing right now?
Hmm?
What are we doing right now?
I don't even know.
Alright.
You gotta relax.
Maybe-
You
maybe-
keep getting out of frame for one.
Maybe
You
maybe
really like leaning that
maybe we're not looking at each other right now. All right,
way.
relax.
Me more.
Can the dog show up in frame? Is he in frame?
He's the mascot. Well, that's not true. We're all gonna have dogs, so he can't be the mascot. Unfortunately, that would be unfair.
So we're definitely not going to thank you, right?
We're holding mics right now, so we might be able to take the mics to thank you with the camera
Do the podcast. Thank you.
and do the podcast, and we'll continue the podcast at thank you.
Just over Raul and Torno's flow.
We could do it in the parking lot of thank you.
Yeah, because that's not been done. Literally a podcast in the parking lot of thank you.
Has it been done?
Yeah.
No way.
The guys that like started podcasting like in the group
But they would do it in the parking lot of thank you.
in the car.
No, we're gonna do it like out loud,
Yeah, we can do that.
like standing in the middle of the parking lot, like you see the frame. It's like
What have you been playing recently?
playing.
Yeah,
I've just been playing Red Dead.
that's it.
I've been an evil person in Red Dead Redemption 2.
How are you coping?
It's not dishonorable, Arthur. I'm an evil person.
Can you give me a couple
really
examples of like what you say to like
You-
cope with the evil
you-
shit you do?
can't. There's no coping. You can't cross paths with me if I'm Arthur Morgan in Red Dead Redemption 2. you won't survive. there's no conversation.
Do they have to make eye contact, or is it just like
they
have to come
enter
into
my
frame?
screen. And I'm just waiting for them to get close enough where I can right away and not get noticed. If people see me, bullets are flying until no more witnesses are around.
Why
There's
did it
no
take you
conversation.
so long to play this time around, though? I feel like last time you did it fast as hell.
I'm being a villain. I don't wanna continue the story until I'm like a full dishonorable Arthur. The first thing I did in the story, I rushed the story until I got to Mr. Downs, which is the sick guy. He's a wonderful man. And I made sure that my Arthur Morgan beat the living shit out of him. First thing he did. Arthur Morgan got sick. I got him sick because that's where he gets sick.
I wasn't doing an evil Arthur, and I beat the shit out of him too, and that felt really bad. When you're walking up, when you're like going up to him,
Mr. Downs.
do you remember the music that was playing when you like get up to like that cliff?
No.
There's like this really dramatic music that starts playing like boom, 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 boom. Like like something bad is about to happen, and you're the thing. You're the bad thing that's about to happen.
He fucking picks him up, downs, coughs on him, and I'm like, there you go. Repent.
And that's
Dishonorable Arthur, repent. You've beat this man. My Arthur does not repent. He has become more evil. He wears black and red, and he shoots. That's
everyone.
it. He doesn't talk.
So you literally only been playing Red Dead,
I've been playing Pacific Drive.
right? Pacific Drive is pretty solid.
That's a phenomenal game. My car in real life was a little bit dysfunctional, I told you. And then I started playing Pacific Drive, and that whole point of that game is that you repair this
Oh
kind
shit!
of sentient car.
My car is kind of like this car in the game.
I wasn't even like that. I wish it was
Receives
like that.
damage.
My car receives damage. I gotta repair it over time. If only it was so logical. But no,
The Key Biscayne Bridge has
It
been
was-
fucking me up.
it was a moment of guilt. Because I was like, my car is sitting outside with the fucking bottom panel falling off. And I'm here spending an hour repairing a car in game. Like, putting effort to repair a car in game. This is wrong. This is like I'm married and my marriage is failing. So I go and I play couples therapy simulator. And I just play like, oh my God, I'm making all the right decisions. Me and my wife, we're back together. But she's screaming at me in real life. This is okay.
I'm
couldn't.
learning how I'm supposed to act.
I have to go talk to my wife. I have to get her from the game.
I kind of feel that in Red Dead when I like pet a dog. I like look over at Benny, but he's always sleeping when I'm playing Red Dead, and I'll be like, I feel like I should go pet him right now, but I don't want to wake him up. And I'll like kick a dog, and I'll like look over at Benny like I hope he doesn't hear that.
He's like wide awake. He's standing up.
Yeah, I'm scared what he's gonna think.
He's hurting him multiple times. It affects him in his dreams.
It's crazy how dogs have nightmares. They kick around, and you wonder like, what are they dreaming about? Like, what are they being chased by?
They really run. They're really running.
Yeah.
They're like,
They haul ass, and they worry that they're like being like caught up with.
you know what I
They're not
do?
running fast
You know what I do whenever I would see my dog having a nightmare like that? I just grab him really rough, and I'm like, "It's okay, I'm here. It's okay. Don't worry." You know, and I hold him still.
Just fucking give that dog a panic attack too.
Maybe that's why Shaggy was always growling at me.
That dog never went to
Didn't like-
sleep again.
Well, he went to sleep one more time, but
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh Jesus Christ! That's why he left before. R.I.P. to the Shags.
he's a badass. He's still living up there. He's wild though.
Yeah, so we're definitely not going to thank you. Right.
No, but we're going to You're Welcome.
Alvaro hit the bottom.
That was a knee
You almost
slapper.
broke the entire setup.
Womp womp.
These
I
jokes
think-
are so dry.
I
We're like British people right now, dude.
To be fair, it is episode 1 with
Yeah.
no name. 3 different locations have been planned.
Yes.
We're in the third
The
location.
third option.
So we're like on third energy right now. We're post
Yeah.
CVS strip energy.
Dude, I knew that CVS trip was gonna ruin my flow.
The CVS trip
Flow has
actually
been
assisted me. He's
I'm
just a
glad
negative
it is.
Nancy.
Well, your energy is great right now. You're carrying this. I couldn't be happier.
I think that's a... I just knee slapped that knee.
Sorry.
I think that's a little unfair, you know? I think the ADHD gives me unprecedented speaking ability when speaking shouldn't be allowed. You can't have the dog in the photo. He's a mask. He'll become the mascot, and that's a little unfair. Alvaro's gonna have
Sam,
Alvaro's
come
gonna
here.
have a large dog.
Well, yeah, Alvaro's large dog should be the mascot. You're right. I'm
No,
tripping. What am I thinking?
that's not fair
What?
because we're gonna have other animals.
Right. We should let them have
We
like a
should
fair
have
audition.
multiple. Exactly. We'll
Yeah.
do a race.
No, we should let them like all line up and let them judge. Like we should judge them.
I think we should do a True TV obstacle course. The True TV show, like obstacle course for our pets.
Okay, but what if like instead of physical obstacles, we make it like mentally tolling, like stress-inducing scenarios for them to walk into. You know what I mean?
We're talking about nonsense topics. We're talking about Texas.
It's your problem. Man. It's your- you think you got too high? No, you're doing good. You're literally like being funny.
I don't mean
I'm
that.
over here like you're saying something, and I'm like, thinking about nothing. Nah, I mean, what am I gonna say? My mind's on the Steam Deck at all times recently, making me a bad dog, dad.
Excuse me.
Alvaro called me out on it the other day. He got to my house and I was showing him the Steam Deck. I was like, look at how beautiful and bright. Look at the screen, how pretty it is. And then he was like scratching at his leg and he was like, I know what's happening. Your dad got this new toy and isn't paying attention to you. And I was like, oh shit.
He called you out instantly as soon as you picked up the Steam Deck. He picked
That's
up.
exactly what's happening.
Look at him. He needs attention. Come here.
Jesus Christ. They've got some other shit set up now. This is ridiculous.
They're always
This is
up to some
progressing
shit.
too fast.
They're always up to some shit. He just wants to be on camera, dude. That's all.
Do the dogs understand the grind we're on?
Yeah, I think they get
Do
it.
they understand?
I think the dogs get the grind. They're the dogs. They're all about the grind. Like emotionally supporting
Look at this
us through it.
grind with cushions and couches and a fireplace background. This is the grind.
That's paused.
This is the grind. The grind.
We got the 2006 YouTube spinning dot. It's not even the more advanced circle, which what it is updated. It's the dots.
It's the old 2016.
One day we're gonna have a TV so smart, it sucks my dick. Oh God. Oh God. I'm just waiting for that advancement in technology, you know,
But like
to
for-
where anything can possibly suck my dick. You know what I mean? I feel like we're gonna get there eventually.
dude, it's over when that happens. Like, you know how we've been becoming kind of like hermits and we're not like the best at being social now. If we can get our dick sucked by our PS5s, you think we're ever leaving? If Alvaro could get his dick sucked by the wheel, you think he's ever standing up from in front of that thing?
That's true, because that thing has like a gyro, so it would be able to do some crazy F1 type of maneuvers on your weenie.
On your weenie.
But
See,
I don't agree, because I mean, we got some crazy social reform going on right now in our year, and we're talking about what, like, hopefully 35 years in the future we'll have everything sucking my dick. I think
You
we'll
think
have such
35
social
years?
reform that we're also gonna have like pussy eating. Everything can eat pussy, you know what I mean? And at that point, all right.
no, dude, this is good.
And at
Don't
that
stop
point,
him.
and at that point, I think it might be like a bonding point for
Well,
people
I
with
think-
pussies and people with dicks.
with each other or with technology?
With each other through the technology. You know what I mean?
I think the first obstacle we have
yeah,
with
my
them,
coffee maker sucked my dick this morning. Oh my God, your coffee maker sucked your dick this morning? I totally understand that. I was gonna think about another object.
coffee maker would be good because it'd be warm. It'd be in the morning, but yeah. I
In
think
Texas, we might be able to work on that. That's a big
we could work on
big tech industry in Texas. No,
I mean, yeah, no, definitely. They have a big tech industry in Austin.
is
but
Lockheed Martin based in Texas?
what is that?
Lockheed Martin is like the major weapons manufacturer. I'm pretty sure they're like the Stark Industries of real
That's
life.
what we have to get into. We have to learn how to like invest our money into like military technology instead of like random shit.
We
you know?
are in America. The military-industrial complex is the most.
Like if we invest our money into
If we-
military technology right now, we'd be investing our money into UFOs.
100%. With
That's literally how it
dick-sucking
works.
technology. Military-grade dick-sucking technology. Pussy-eating technology, too. Because for our troops, like, we would have them all in the field for weeks on end. They won't care.
Especially with like the furry troops and all like the crazy-
Anything can suck your dick. You'll be pleasure on... your pants could suck your dick. I didn't even think about that. Your pants could
Ooh.
suck your dick.
That would be a game changer.
Huh?
Huh?
Pleasure Island from Pinocchio.
Pleasure Island from Pinocchio. Didn't Peter Pan
What's
straight
that?
up kidnap children? That's gotta be a little weird.
One of Ben's jokes is about that.
Peter Pan?
Yeah, I mean how he just like literally just kidnapped the kids.
Peter Pan. They told that story. And I always found it a little bit weird, man. You know, like they were taking. The story was like that Peter Pan would go and like take kids who were like upset, like to Neverland or something, right? And they never had to grow up or some shit. To be fair, early Disney was just fucked up.
Yeah, dude. It's honestly like that. I think that's why they called Michael Jackson's thing Neverland, because that's kind of like what he did. He'll take little kids in like poverty situation that were like big fans of him and just like.
Was that true though? I thought he was I thought those accusations were like cleared from him. I mean, like I didn't care,
I don't.
but I thought
I
thought those
I don't
twins
think-
were.
I don't think
I
you could
thought
do
those
that.
twins were like figured out to be frauds or something.
No, I don't think you could clear accusations from that. He like hung out alone with kids. He like created like a house
Damn,
for
MJ.
kids to hang out in.
God damn it! It was a different time.
I think,
Everybody wanted their kid to hang out with Michael Jackson.
yeah, that's what Tom Segura I think said. He was, or no, I think it was Shane Gillis. He said like, oh, like looking back at it, like I would, for the whole family to hang out at Neverland, like I'd take an afternoon with Mike.
Yeah,
I mean, also it's like
better than P Diddy.
exactly, yeah, that's exactly what another comic said. That it could be way worse. Or R. Kelly.
Or R. Kelly.
R. Kelly's the worst one. You could be locked up in a basement getting peed on, or you.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, dude.
R. Kelly locked a girl in a basement?
Well, she could have left.
No
it was like-
fucking way.
It's like mental coercion. You know how women are like weak-minded.
Yeah.
That was a failed attempt at like trying to be trying to be crazy.
It just came out completely plain. He believes women are weak-minded. They're
No, no, no.
feeble
No, no, no,
and
no,
need
no,
a
no.
husband
No,
to
no, no,
guide
no.
them.
I'm projecting him.
Where's your wife?
Yeah. All right. Could you see where we're at? Like how long we've been?
15 minutes or so.
If they can see the clock, this is very Scarface-esque. That clock makes me want to do mountains of cocaine.
Makes you want to do what?
Mountains of cocaine. It has like a Scarface vibe to me.
Were you thinking of Michael Bolton in the song "I'm on a Boat"?
Did I say Michael Bolton on a boat? I said Scarface in a mansion. I want to get that clock.
There's a line from that song where Michael Bolton says,
I want to do coke in Scarface Mansion.
like Tony Montana doing mountains of cocaine.
It is Tony Montana. Why don't you say Tony Montana? 'Cause
Why
then
did
you
I
would've
say
been
Tony
right.
Montana?
You would have been right if you had said Tony Montana because I was talking about Tony Montana.
Yo, is this going?
You're speaking nonsense. Where the fuck did you get the water bottle? You can hear it loud.
My
the
ass.
AC?
My inventory's in my ass.
Can you act like the responsible man you pretend to be and turn the AC off so it saves power?
This guy, am I right?
Who touched the thermostat? When you live in your own house.
Incoming recording contamination.
He looks like you dropped the bomb. Can you put a womp womp? Or no?
It should turn off.
Did you intend to turn it off? Was that your prime directive when you stood up and completed absolutely nothing? Is that what you were intending? The jury asks. Ding, 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 ding. Who played that music?
Can I use my lifeline?
He's calling the Did you guys watch that taxi show? Did you watch that taxi show where he gave the quizzes.
Oh, me and Alvaro actually watched it in high school.
Cash
I
Cab.
thought it was Bad Taxi.
Bad Taxi
Wasn't it Bad Taxi?
is definitely an adult website.
The one that Mr. Diaz showed us.
He didn't. Mr. Diaz gave
Wasn't
you.
it Bad Taxi?
Did Mr. Diaz give you all a private lesson?
There's this thing that Brian used to say.
Was that Saturday school?
You know Brian, our lovely, beautiful friend Brian that I didn't answer just now, unfortunately.
The elegant man himself. Yeah.
There's this thing he used to say a lot. It goes, I got the nasty in the taxi. You need a lift? You could take a seat in the back of my dick. He used to say that a lot.
What's the front of his dick? That's my first question.
I guess the head.
She used to skip the head and go straight to shaft.
You don't like the idea of a girl sitting like across your dick?
Across my dick?
You got a feeble imagination, brother.
My romance life might be a little.
Let's not touch this subject. We're not doing great.
All I'm saying
We're
is,
not
I don't
gay.
know what you mean by across.
What do you mean?
Like,
You're still talking about?
Hey man, switch.
I need to take a hit.
I just passed out, so you guys can just talk about.
this guy really did just go to the
Dude,
afterlife
yo,
and come back
Alvaro
for a
passed
second.
out during the break, dude.
It was real.
Our producer passed out while we smoked a joint during the break. Oh, we're gonna put that, dude.
The shit was so stale. He had to leave and come back for a little bit.
We should put like a cartoon representation of like mid.
You all right? I'm passing out. Okay, are you okay? You want to hang on? Passing out. Okay. Why don't you want to sit down? Go on. Okay. All right. Oh. You okay?
I don't know about you, but my goal is to try to like get to the point where we can talk like the way that we talk when we're like in the party or like on the phone and we go on for way too long. You know the way we talk when we can't get off the phone, like it's hard. We keep on like, yo, all right, with us.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like you're my girlfriend.
Hey, that's the thing that I say. He's emasculating me. I'm the one that says that.
There's no way that you say it. You mean between the two of us, you're the one that says that. This is
Yeah, I'm the one that says that usually. I go, I need a girlfriend. Whenever like
And
I
so
say
I'm-
something
I
and you
am-
weren't listening, I go, I need a girlfriend.
I act like the worst type of girlfriend, unfortunately.
Do you think you would be a bad girlfriend?
I would be a horrible girlfriend.
It's impossible. To
I think
tell
if I
how
was
we
a
would be as
girlfriend,
women.
I would destroy a man's a man's confidence
Their self-esteem.
just with the way I am because
You think you would be that confident as a woman?
no, I feel like I'm a little cold as a guy, so I can only imagine that as a guy, if a girl acted the way I act, she would break my heart. But we'd be together. I'm psychotic. I would lose my. I would.
I don't know. I think I feel like I'd be a good girlfriend, but I also feel like I'd be a little.
I think I'd give bomb head.
All right. I think I'd be bad at doing the thing where like you try to like the thing that your boyfriend is into. Not that you're not supposed
So
to do that as
real.
a guy, but like I think I would be bad as a girl doing that.
I don't think anybody's prepared for the porn mentality guys bring to the bedroom. I don't think as a guy we would be prepared as a girl.
Yeah, I would definitely suck in bed as a girl. I'd be made fun of as a girl between like groups of guys.
I feel like you would.
Not that we do that. We don't have sex with women. Or at all.
Fuck. Yeah, something was on the tip of my tongue. I swear.
My bad.
No. I can't. It's not coming out. We don't fuck.
No. Nah, but like
Unfortunately, the
we'll
case.
fuck when we get out to Texas.
We're gonna once we leave Miami, the city of fucking, then we can fuck because
That's the crazy thing, right?
The fucking bar is not so high and unreachable.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. That's sometimes I get frustrated.
I don't have a
around.
small penis.
I don't think I have a small dick, bro. I think I'm all right. Don't get me wrong. I'm teened up like 90% of my life. You know what I mean? Most of the time, if you like try to like take a peek to see what's going on in the undercarriage situation, it's gonna be disappointing 90% of the time. You're opening the hood and it's like, where's the engine? But when I'm ready, I think I'm good.
I think
I'm alright.
that's something that circumcised people will unfortunately. Are you circumcised?
No. Okay.
So-
No, I'm not circumcised. Go on. My bad. I'm gonna give it a chance. My bad.
Yo, what's with the dick talks and
Oh, I don't know, bro.
switch it up?
We're like basically virgins, dude. Trump.
That
is
man inspires.
back.
That man inspires me. I mean, thanks to Trump, I really do believe that I could become president one day.
I wish I would have gotten
Like-
the shoes.
Like it's in the Bible that I become president.
No, he's selling Bibles.
Donald Trump is selling Bibles. That guy
I
is
also
doing
just said
anything.
Trump is selling Bibles.
That guy is so hype about Biden's administration being on fire. I support Trump
He's
for the
only-
energy he brought to the U.S. I believe I can become president one day because of this guy. Any of us could become president. Shit's
That is
so
true.
real.
He did.
I was thinking about it the other day. I was like,
that is a
damn.
cool thing that Trump did. He did make it to where like anyone can
He
be president.
solidified that you do not need to be a senator once to become the president. Like there was a team of people that literally needed to brief him on the shit that was going on, as if he had no idea how to handle it. I mean, it's not the first time he ran for
Mario
president,
Cooley.
but still, that shit was comical. I would want to run when I'm young, so I could be kind of like have Trump's energy and rebelliousness, and then I would want to do it for one term, and then many years later, when I'm decrepit and old, I'll come back and do a Biden-like run, where I'm I'm barely fucking conscious. I did both sides, both sides of the presidency.
I mean, but Trump's not far off. Like if Trump, he's probably gonna get elected again, but he's gonna be old now. Yeah, he could start.
Fuck, he's gonna do both sides first.
Yeah, he might. Be
Has he kind of been
punch.
losing it? In yeah, he's lost touch.
But you could be the first Dominican president of the United States. That would be like you know how everyone was excited for Obama because it's like this is a big moment for the country where like it's the first black president. It would be like a big moment for the country in the sense of like energy. You know what I mean? Like everyone in the country
a
would be
guy
like,
from Miami became president.
yeah, and a Dominican. Like everyone would be like, we have a Dominican president. We're fun as a country again.
He was born in New Jersey.
Like that would probably be one of the defenses that Americans would use to like seem cultured across the seas. You know, like in other countries and shit.
Whoa, I
They'd be like, oh, we have a Dominican president.
this guy. He's a fan of doing
It's
that.
for all the gay guys out there. I'm an ally.
You're an ally to gay people?
I'm an ally to everyone.
Is that the love? Did you learn that at Love Camp?
Welcome back to Love Camp.
I was gonna say, if you guys want to talk about Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
So, Mike Tyson says that he did not like the person that he becomes when he's boxing. You remember that? That's not comical in and of itself, but it's comical because he got a contract from many people over the time that he had retired to fight. And he denied it. And one day, Jake Paul, a Paul brother, said, "I want to fight you, Mike Tyson." And after many months of going back and forth, Mike Tyson was like, you know what? I'm going to beat the shit out of this. I'm going to absolutely clobber this kid.
It's pretty funny.
Or Mike Tyson pulls the greatest fucking no one expected it plot twist, and he takes the dive for Jake Paul and his rep. Would it take it would I don't even know whose rep would be better or worse affected by that. Would it be Jake Paul? 'Cause it's like the third time he's beat up somebody that people were 100% expecting would squash him. And he fought Mike Tyson.
I think it would definitely be Jake Paul.
Mike Tyson?
No, Jake Paul's reputation would be worse off.
It would be destroyed.
Because I think Mike Tyson at this point is like just considered as like a lovable character in society, like Snoop Dogg.
He's been in quite a few movies.
Right, and he's like endearing at this point with all the interviews he's done and shit, where he like gets like emotional and like vulnerable and shit. Not to sound like a gay guy or anything, but I feel like from what I've seen, it looks like Mike Tyson is kind of like around Jake Paul, like enough like in his little like circle or whatever to clearly see how much like he's struggling to maintain the fight reputation and be like, yeah, sure. Like, I don't care.
I'll fight him.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, just for the sake of like their relationship, whatever it is. I feel like it's just like, yeah, fuck it. Like,
You think they see each other relatively casually?
I don't know.
Or hear about each other? Because
I
of their social circles?
Who am I? Who are we to say? But I don't know. That's what it looks like to me. The way that Mike Tyson has talked about him every time that he has like been in a fight and shit, it's like it seems like he just sees him as like a kid.
I see this Paul brother.
I think Jake's gonna win, but you know, like I think this.
No fucking way.
For me, this is gonna be like the reveal of whether or not it's been fake this whole time.
I want
what I mean?
Jake to have his face rearranged.
But he lost, didn't he? Or didn't he lose to someone?
Who?
Or did he not?
Mike?
Has he not lost?
Mike?
No, Jake Paul.
He never lost his fights, but as an outside viewer to everything, the wrestling and to Jake Paul.
But as a Jake and Logan Paul fan,
no, I have
to me and Alvaro. Sorry.
Who's Tommy Fury?
Oh right, that was
Who's Tommy Fury?
okay. But you see, that one makes sense because that one was not coordinated by him. That one was like Tommy Fury was also like he wanted to fight him just as much. You know what I mean?
Who's Tyson Fury?
Tommy Fury is. All right, so Tyson Fury is like probably like the most recent GOAT boxer. He's like the heavyweight GOAT. He's like this tall ass British like 6'7" dude. That's like bald and has like a dad bod, but his reach is crazy. And he's like a big bulky dude, you know? So he's like one of the GOATs of boxing. And then his little brother is a dude that was on Love Island that like got into boxing. Like he's basically an influencing boxer as well, but he comes from a boxing family. Like literally, like it's in his bloodline. So you know, he has more legitimacy. Yeah, he beat Jake Paul.
But the other big star fights that Jake Paul put together, yeah,
he's beat
them.
Because he beat Nate, right?
People like
him beating Nate.
Professional fighters, and they didn't fight like to the best of their abilities in those fights, right? Like you could see it.
Yeah, not the other fighters.
Jake was exactly. So,
that's the thing is it was a perfect storm because it started off with Nate Robinson, who was like the basketball player, like one of the shorter basketball players in NBA history, and he fucking like he goes into the fight like swinging like a cartoon character, like just fucking.
You
and he immediately got knocked out.
Hear the sound effects behind it.
Yeah. No. He goes his two propellers, his arms.
I can't. I feel like you can't do that with Mike Tyson. I feel like Mike Tyson. I don't know Mike Tyson well. I mean, I don't know. He's been really cozy and funny, but like I feel like he's taking it seriously in a way. Not taking it seriously because I'm only seeing what is being shown to me, and they're talking a whole bunch behind the scenes.
If he is taking it seriously, he's gonna knock Jake the fuck out. Like it's gonna be a really brutal.
I
knockout.
want it to be like a one punch. Like Jake did not know what he was getting into.
I don't think it's gonna be like quick, like immediately. But Mike Tyson, he's not that old. Like some boxers,
That guy is crazy. I've seen the videos.
yeah,
Talk to
some
Joe
boxers
Rogan.
box into an older age. That's not like insane. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
I mean, how old is Floyd?
82.
Well, Floyd is in his 50s, isn't he?
No,
Close, isn't he?
Mike Tyson is in his 50-something.
Yeah, but isn't Floyd like a little bit older as well? What I'm saying is like I don't think he's that far from being like in the regular physical shape to be able to fight.
Prime at the
Floyd is
same age as
47.
him.
47. So like, look, Mike Tyson's not that much older than someone that would be in the age to be able to fight, and on top of that, he has old guy strength. That's crazy. Like, dude, can you imagine?
What is old guy strength? Is that real?
Yeah, that's a real thing, right, Alvaro? Old guy strength is like, you know, when your grandpa like shakes your hand and does the like knuckle crunching thing and it like genuinely hurts. Like when other people do it, it's like, yo, what the fuck is your problem? When your grandpa does it, it's like, oh my God. Well, that was my grandpa. R.I.P. Big dog.
Rest in peace, grandpas.
He was a big fan of like lions. So we had lions all over the place in all of his houses.
Oh shit. I don't remember what my grandpa was. I mean, there was this one gun he was a really big fan of. It was a very big thing in my family. A gun, a firearm. They had to take it away. Multiple stories. of
Oh,
them
like
having
he
to take
owned
it
a
away.
gun?
He owned a gun. One gun.
That's funny as hell. Your grandpa being obsessed with a gun and it's a problem.
Them taking it away. It's like, you can't have it. He's like, I need it.
Did
He handled business with it one time. An electrician in the DR.
he ever come over here?
Huh?
Did he ever come over here?
100% he was. I don't think the gun could come with him.
No, but he was
unfortunately.
here in like the U.S.
Yeah, he passed. Yeah.
Is he?
No, he passed.
He
Here.
passed. I went one. My bad.
No, you're good. That's why I said R.I.P. Grandpa too.
R.I.P.
No, so he was a badass. The
What?
guy, fucking, used that. I mean, I don't know how they took it away from him because he was so quick with it. It was an electrician in the DR that some would say he was doing his job, but I'd say he was impeding on
Your
business.
grandpa seems like he wouldn't say that.
He turned off the power to my house, and my grandpa grabbed his best friend
His best friend.
and was like, "Just turn my power on. I don't understand what's going on. Just flick the switch."
Just waving the gun around.
Apparently the police. He turned on the power, but apparently the police came later, and I'm pretty sure his friend solved that problem too. He's okay now. Everything's fine.
Do you think he would
Nothing
have
came of that.
been at January 6th if he was around?
I think he was around. I
He
think
was.
he.
How did he react?
I don't think he supported it.
Or
I'm not sure. I think he would have been like. I think he
would've
would have been like,
been-
"Oh my God, America has fallen." he wouldn't be fully understanding what he's seeing if he sees it on the TV. He's just like, "Jesus Christ, that's a building. That's
somebody's hitting a cart in Nancy Pelosi's office.
like, is he wearing a bear skull? This is America." He was an
probably-
OG. He was like an OG New York. Like that must be some wild shit to see.
Oh, okay.
If you saw New York and it's like in its peak time when he was young,
Yeah.
he's like, "Fuck."
He'd probably be pretty happy about us going to Texas.
Oh, dude, yeah, 100%. That's where he came up from. He came up
probably gift
through
you a
Texas. He probably
Do you think he would?
what?
You think he would gift you a gun?
He definitely is gonna enter my body when we pass through a gun store, and he's gonna be like, "You need a friend. They can't take him away from you." I'm gonna be like,
guns
"Relax."
guns are our friends.
I'd be like, "Stop it! I have a weed card. I can't do it." He's like, "Bah."
Bah. Marijuana youth.
Make some old person groan. Enough.
Making old people groan is funny.
I
It
think
doesn't really
be-
happen
I-
with Hispanics.
I think the young whippersnapper energy will make any old person groan. We just say ridiculous things to any older generation person.
No, but it could also like energize them, get them in a good mood. But you just have to you have to know what they're about. You know what I mean? I feel like you can like try to be like excited and like relate to them about things that's like, yo, this is clearly like your generation. Like to them this was not a thing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You can't try to talk about smoking weed with an old person. You know what I'm saying?
No, they experienced, which is frustrating because a lot of them were alive in the 70s. You know what I mean?
But then you have the occasional moment where like an old person will like want to like comment and like embrace the conversation about young people smoking weed because they went through the same thing. That's always fun. Those are the
Smoke
guys.
your totes. Smoke your weed. I remember back in my day, we would roll the fattest blunts. But it wouldn't get them high because the weed was not as potent as it is now. And you ever heard about a person who used to smoke weed?
I smoked a joint the other day with grabba in it.
Did you
Grabba.
Did you ever feel grabba?
It was good. It tasted good.
Did you ever feel like, have you ever heard of a person who used to smoke weed like in the 90s or before talk about smoking modern weed? Have you ever heard them describe that? It's like they're talking about the difference between Tylenol and acid.
I've heard like these different comedians on podcasts talk about like
Some of them have
it's getting crazy.
Some of them had to completely step away from weed.
I've
They're
had
like,
a
"I
couple of those moments where I've like thought to myself like maybe it's not like my tolerance being weird, maybe it's just weed being crazier now. Because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like
Edibles have 104% THC on these websites. What the fuck does that mean? What is 104%? The air around it is consumed to become THC as you're holding it. That's the extra 4%. It's the measurement of how much air it can turn into THC as you consume it. What the fuck?
Do you think we're eventually gonna get like aromatic THC products?
Like in your home, like it disperses into your home and like it smells a certain way?
No,
Or is it to get you high?
Maybe at first it won't even smell. Maybe at first it'll just be to get you high, but they'll eventually start having nice scents and stuff.
It would have to reek of weed at some point.
Maybe it reeks
Because
like
weed
a
is
cart.
sticky. The molecules are sticky.
Maybe it reeks like a cart.
But it would stick to your walls eventually. You'd have walls covered in weed.
Right. Maybe you only do it with the house. No, that wouldn't make sense.
You ever seen what it looks like whenever you excuse me? You ever seen what it looks like whenever those videos of the smoking, but it's like the vape and they put it through the cotton balls?
Like
And they light like 1,000 joints and they put it through cotton balls to smoke, and it's like supposed to simulate your lungs, which is a very poor simulation.
I don't like these kinds of conversations about like what a smoker's lungs are like.
Why?
They scare me.
Well, you should know, because
Yeah.
we smoke.
I should know.
So, but this isn't exactly 100% accurate. It's
I'd
a little
rather take
ridiculous.
I'd rather take.
You seen those videos? Like this is like what smoking does to 1,000 cotton balls. It's dramatic,
And the cotton
and that's
balls are
not
our
exactly
lungs.
true. Because your body is meant to absorb everything.
Did you ever play any of the Monster Jam video games?
Monster Jam?
Yeah, like the monster trucks.
I put it on Hot Wheels. That's it? No, we have audio still. I am putting my foot down. I'm saying that I wanted to continue recording, and he didn't want to do video. He didn't want to do only audio. He didn't want to do video. He's a monster.